welcome back. Welcome back. And as you can see, they keep these roads in good condition. A lot better than the Rogers Pass area. Those roads are terrible. But these are well maintained. Not too many potholes. I don't see any potholes on this road at all. Bugs annoying me. I forgot to put my Sunlight soap in the washer fluid. Doesn't do a whole lot without it. I was going to fear that the dispatch is going to message me and say, "You got the wrong trailer!" So some people might call it a bit of compulsive disorder, but whenever I pick up a trailer, I check with the satellite, I check with the paperwork, and I double check to make sure it's the right number about 3 times before I leave. Because you drive 900 kilometers away, you better make sure you got the right trailer. And I've heard situations where people have done that. Grab the wrong trailer, drove 900 kilometers to find that out. Instead of it going to Calgary, it was supposed to go somewhere else, Oregon or something. Now we're back up to 7 Celsius. I'm just kind of curious how cold it will get up here when the winter time comes. So I'd like to say hi to my sister Marilyn and her daughter Abby. Thank you for viewing. I'd like to say hi to Diane. Hi Diane. Opal. How you doing, Opal? Jen. How you doing, Jen? And Janice. Nice to see you. And if my daughter Carrie or my son Jerry and his fiance Amy is watching. Still on schedule for 12:29. So you know what? This is what I don't understand. I drive from Alder Grove to Hope, 100 kilometers an hour, and I lose time. I don't know why, I just do. I get on this highway, I'm not even doing the speed limit, and I'm making up time. So obviously there's a miscalculation in this GPS a little bit, but that's okay. There's certain roads that I know I can go on if I'm like 5 or 10 minutes late, maybe even 20 minutes. Right now it's 12:29. My goal is to get to Prince George by 10 after 12. That's what I'm hoping for. So I have a little bit of time. Do my paperwork or whatever else. Now it's 6. It's getting colder. We might get a cold winter this year. Got a new message. So what I think I'm going to do coming into Clinton, BC. Here I go again with that. We're arriving in Clinton, BC. This is another cute little town. So as I drive through here, I'm going to put it on the full cam so you can see everything. So, yeah, I will. Put it on the full cam for about 10 minutes or so, and then you get a good view of it. So we'll switch it. We're still here. I figured I'd switch it over so at least you can see it. There's a logging truck. I always call those trucks Mickey Mouse trucks because a lot of the drivers drive like they got their driver's license from the Mickey Mouse Club, and they have those stupid marker lights on the right, on the top right-hand side. At nighttime, they look like Mickey Mouse. tell you something, it feels really nice to be fully recharged with a really good sleep the night before. Because sometimes I'm lucky if I get 5 hours of sleep, because sometimes it's really noisy at the yard or wherever I'm parked. And once I wake up, it's hard to get back to sleep. So I feel pretty good right now. I feel really awake, alert. That's what I like. I don't like to drive fatigued in any way. There's another grader. Are they expecting snow up here or something? I'm gonna find out here. Are they expecting snow up here anytime soon? Man, that's like the third grader I've seen drive by me.
No, they're just doing highway department and logging roads.
Okay, just curious.
We had a little bit of rain this summer, beat the hell out of some of the roads that the school bus is going to go on. Or they're going to go out and do a road where they're going to log.
Roger that. Here's Clinton.
Well, I got down to -1 last night and getting moisture in the little bit of snow there. Yeah, it was a little bit cold at the house this morning, yeah.
Try to respect the speed limits in all these towns. All it takes is just one time to be driving too fast and you accidentally hit somebody, or you get into an accident, or you get a speeding ticket. The speeding tickets, when you drive these, are really expensive, because it goes on a record, your driving record, obviously, but it goes on another driving record, which stays with you for a long time. fatigued, I might have to, if I can buy myself maybe about 7 minutes, I'll stop and have a barley sandwich. That's the barley max that I take. Accident scene. Reefer is, it's history. Oh, I guess, you know what I'm guessing? That fire started in the back. I'm guessing his brakes locked up or something. And heated up and started a fire. Gee whiz. You guys see that reefer? Man, that looks like his brakes must have been overheating a little bit, or something locked up. The logging truck there, there's accident scene in front of you there. Just outside of Clinton, going north. It's actually in the southbound lane. Reefer, I guess, caught on fire. Fire looks like it started in the back, so I'm guessing his brakes locked up or something was rubbing and something. Quite a mess. So you might want to slow down when you get down the bottom of the hill.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that was a mess. For your brakes to start, for a fire like that to start, something must have been rubbing on there a long time. stopped a little earlier, I think I can still make up the time. I still have another good 383 kilometers to go. So I guess maybe the next rest stop I see, I'll stop at. Go as fast as I can. Then I can do a walk around to make sure everything's fine. This drive. Can't say it enough. So peaceful. If you ever driven down the road and you see little chunks of tire like this on the road, I remember before I started to drive, I always wondered how these tires blow up so easy. And it's not necessarily, some tires do blow, but it's not necessarily the tire that blows, it's the tread on the tire that comes off. Because a lot of the tires on these trucks are recycled, meaning that when they get worn down, they apply a new tread, a retread. So the retreads come off, and they peel right off. And I'll tell you something, when those things come off and they hit another car, that windshield's gone. Yeah, we're coming up to the 30-minute mark. Yesterday, I was amazed at how much wildlife I seen and moose, and I should have been recording this, and after I seen it, I'm thinking, why wasn't the webcam running? A moose had crossed the street right in front of me, and he was a big one. And then there was a bunch of deer on the side of the road. So it's almost like the cool weather brings them out too. Maybe they're frantically looking for food for hibernation. I don't know. I don't know. Do moose and deer hibernate? I got no clue. I don't know. Not doing too bad for time. And if we're like 5 minutes late, I don't think it really matters. This place where I'm delivering, they're pretty good for time.
Couple of cows loose on the highway there, just south of the rodeo around there, and the outside of Glen. About exit.
So we're approaching 70 Mile House.
sorry.
See, that's another good reason why I'd always check your mirrors. Because that one guy there, the reefer that we went by that was smoking, that was on fire, I think you check your mirrors often. Don't check your mirrors. Keep your eye out. Make sure your tires are good. Check for smoke. Something like that must have been smoldering for a while for it to ignite like that. I could just see the guy in a panic to unhitch his trailer.